Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, the first episode of the day, and today is going to be a very, very busy day. So at least there's going to be 3 videos, there might even be 4, I'm not sure yet. There's a lot to get through, but in this video we're going to be going through 2 new Spotlight Sim players that we have picked up. So we picked up the Diamond Malcolm Brogdon and Diamond Robert Covington, who in my opinion are 2 of the best cards that we can get. And of course, so far we've already picked up Diamond Cam Reddish and Kevin Porter Jr. So we're going to be jumping into a couple of games of Triple Threat Online with them, and of course we do have a chance at the Galaxy Opal, Gus Williams, or the Pink Diamond Fred Brown, which is very nice indeed. The other videos today, we are going to be having some more games from the Alifa Cup. So I'm not sure what games you guys will have seen at this point. I think you have seen 2 games so far from the group stage, so there'll definitely be the 3rd group game, and then there'll probably be the round of 16 game, because of course we were already guaranteed to come out of the group after winning our first 2 games. So we went into the round of 16, and you guys will be seeing that game today as well. So lots to go through, and then the second episode of the No Money Spent later on today will be us using James Worthy for the first time in Myteam Unlimited. So we'll get James Worthy's debut, which is very exciting. I'm really looking forward to trying out that card. And we've also got 2 locker codes, and we've got a lot of comments from yesterday. Wow, I'm just racking my brains to make sure there's everything. I think that is everything. So let's jump into it. So the limited time event today isn't really just for today. I mean, it says that it expires Friday, April 3rd, which is of course next week. So I'm not sure if there's not going to be any limited time events if we're just going to have this, which is a bit strange because they've had pink diamonds on the reward boards before in Triple Threat Online, but they haven't advertised it anywhere, and they haven't had it here. They've still had other limited time events going on. So it's whatever. I mean, you've still got a chance for a Galaxy Opal, which is pretty damn cool. Over to the agenda, we've got Triple Threat Online, Offline, and Unlimited, but nothing crazy in terms of MT. And these are new weekly challenges, and they are exactly the same, basically. They're actually worse than last week. 2 for 650 and 1 for 850, so definitely worse than last week, which absolutely sucks. And then a couple of days, we're going to get some new monthly challenges, because we're not going to get through these Evo ones. So hopefully we get some good stuff next time out. So let's have a look down here. Not there. Down here in the Spotlight Sim challenges. So Cavs are done. Hawks are done. Come down here. Pacers are done. Rockets are done. And that is it. And I think, to be fair, that's probably going to be all I'm going to do this year, because there's not really anyone else that I can be bothered to sit and play 2 hours to get. If there were going to be any players, Rui Hachimura would be a very nice pickup. Christian Wood, Jackson Hayes, I've heard good things about both of those guys. Moving down here, JaVale McGee and Mitchell Robertson. I might do Mitchell Robertson's one just because it's 12 tokens and he is a very, very good defensive centre. Other than that, no one else really. Brandon Clark's not bad, and then Matisse Thibault down here as well isn't bad, but realistically I don't think I really need to put in much time to get them. But yeah, if you guys missed it earlier on in the week, we went 12-0 finally. We won about 40 games this month, and finally we went ahead and managed to string 12 of them together to get 12-0. And I've still got this weekly challenge to do to get ourselves a nice little bonus 6 tokens. Now, we come down here, and I have picked up one player from the new fan favourite set, and it is Isaac Bonga, because he was dirt cheap. I think I paid like 4,000 MT for him or something like that. Was it 4,000 MT? I can't even remember. It was dirt cheap, and I definitely recommend you guys doing the same. Now, we've got 2 locker codes because I forgot yesterday to put one in. Let me just bring them up. So, Spotlight Sim, and then new cards. And then we've got this one I don't think is very good. I think I've heard this one is really bad, literally just like 1,000 MT. But I think the next code is pretty damn nice. So this is the first one, Spotlight Sim new cards. Let's get that in, and let's get the second one up ready to go eventually. Wow, they tweet a lot. There we go. So yeah, the next one is for a guaranteed pack, but it's a good pack as well. So we've got Deluxe League Pack Series 2, Base League Pack, or 1,000 MT. So hopefully we can get a Deluxe League Pack. If not, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to change our lives too much on this account. And we are, in fact, going to get 1,000 MT. Completely useless to us. Realistically, completely useless. But you know what? It's 1,000 MT for putting in a couple of letters. It's not too bad. And the next code, like I said, this one is better because you are getting a guaranteed pack. And I think it is a pretty damn good pack as well. So that's not how you do it. It is Fan Favorites. Hello? Fan Favorites Friday. So let's get this one in. So Fan Favorites Friday, that should be correct as it is. Let's have a look. I know there's a Frostbite pack on this. I'm not too sure about the other 2 packs. So it's a Flash Pack Leap Year or the Deluxe Frostbite. So of course, out of that Leap Year pack, that's the one we pulled Derrick Rose out of. So let's go ahead and aim for that one. We don't really want the Frostbite realistically. We either want the Flash or the Leap Year. We're kind of in the right vicinity for the Leap Year, and we do in fact go ahead and get a Leap Year Deluxe pack. Very nice indeed. So of course, it's got Galaxy Opal T-Mac in it. It's got Galaxy Opal Derrick Rose, as we very well know. But realistically, I think I've used up all of my pack luck this year in that Derrick Rose, so I'm definitely not expecting anything. But free pack, can't complain, and make sure to put those 2 codes in, guys, if you did go ahead and miss them like I did on the first time round, and we get Hamidou Diallo out of that. Not going to sell for too much, but doesn't really matter. So, out of those cards that came out yesterday, the fan favourite set, let's just have a quick little price check on some of these guys. So Scalabrini would be nice to pick up. He is coming down. He's like 40k at the moment, which is very nice. Taco Fall, about 250k. Not bad, realistically. Alex Caruso was dirt cheap earlier. He was 150k earlier. He has gone up in price a little bit to 180. And then Bol is hovering around 400k, which is wild, considering that's how much Kareem goes for. It just shows how comparable these two cards are. So, I don't know, maybe over the next couple of days, we might pick up one of these two guys. I mean, we can easily afford to buy them, but whether or not they're actually going to fit into my squad, I'm not too sure. But anyway, we move on to the two new players that we have picked up, and we go over to Spotlight Sim first of all, and we look at Malcolm Brogdon. Now, as a point guard, actually, we'll put him into our main squad here, just so we can compare him to, obviously, some very, very good players. So, he's going to be compared to Magic Johnson right here. He comes in with 18 Hall of Fame badges, 16 gold and 1 silver, and he has catch and shoot, floor general, range extender, quick draw, green machine, dimer, clamps, defensive leader, deadeye, quick first step. So really, really solid badges, including the majority of the important ones at the Hall of Fame level. He's got corner specialist down there as well. And in terms of his stats, he's got the 94 driving layout, 75 driving dunks. So he doesn't have the dunking that a lot of other point guards have at this point of the game, but he's got the shooting, 95 mid, 96 3. Obviously, he's got the great ball control and passing, 92 perimeter D, very nice, and then 93 speed. That is such a good card. For a free card, the only thing he can't do is rebound, and that's basically it. And like I said, dunking is pretty low, but other than that, Malcolm Brogdon is such a good card. And then the other new player that we picked up was, of course, Robert Covington from the Rockets. This card I've heard such good things about. I know DBG absolutely loves him. And let's have a look at his stats. So 17 Hall of Fame and 20 gold badges. Comes in with catch and shoot, corner specialist, green machine, quick first step, contact finisher, clamps, defensive leader, intimidator. So defensively, this guy's an absolute rock. And then down here, we should have some shooting badges. We do, including range extender. 80 driving layup, that's a little bit low, not going to lie. 80 driving dunk, again, a little bit low. Mid-range at an 80, again, a little bit low. But they're still average. They're not bad, but they're not incredible. But 94 three-point shot, that is fantastic. He can speed boost. Defensive stats are exceptional. 97 perimeter D, 85 interior D as well. Very nice rebounding, and then 88 speed, 89 acceleration, and 97 lateral quickness. So as a defender, Robert Covington is going to be absolutely insane, and he is, of course, going to give you plenty on the offensive end as well with that 94 three-point shot. So I think that is me done with these Spotlight Sims. Where are we going? I think that's me done with these Spotlight Sims. Obviously, we only picked up the 4 cards, and of course, we've given up on getting Siakam, Brandon Ingram, and the Brandon Roy, the James Harden. I just don't need them, and I don't need to put in that much time and that many hours into getting these cards when realistically they're not going to make my squad. But I think I've picked the 4 best cards out of it realistically here. You could argue that someone like a Jackson Hayes or a Christian Wood or a Mitchell Robinson, JaVale McGee, etc. But I think definitely Cam Reddish number 1 by far. Cam Reddish is an absolute god. Then probably Kevin Porter Jr., then probably Malcolm Brogdon, then Robert Covington. But if you're looking at pure defensive players, Robert Covington is up there as one of the best. Let's have a look at someone's price I wanted to check from yesterday, and that is Diamond Bam Adebayo. So he went down to like 40k when the market crash happened. Yesterday he recovered to 50k, and it looks like today 58k is the cheapest right there. That's very nice. So when he hits about, well, he's back at 55k. When he hits 60k, I'll probably just go ahead and sell him. I don't really need to have him in my club. And let's just have a look at these two guys. So we sold these two guys yesterday. Looks like we still didn't lose much on them. We sold them for just under 100k. That one's got a couple of shoes on it. And then Ben Simmons Galaxy Opal is back up at over 500k easily. Should be back up at like 600k. And KD's price has let's not put a shoe on him. Has rebounded as well. He was down at like 350, 400k, and he's back up to 450. So that's very nice. So the market crash that happened was an absolute madness, but thankfully players have recovered and our prices are back to normal. So back at 1.6 million with the majority of our cards still having all of their value. It feels really, really good. So we are going to get into some games of Triple Threat Online with this new look lineup. So we are going to be putting in Malcolm Brogdon over here. Where is he? Here he is. Robert Covington, and then we'll probably keep in Kareem just because Kareem is an absolute joke. We're going to run with these 3 players right here, see what these 2 guys are like, try and do the majority of the scoring with them. And I've just remembered actually the next video, or the 3rd video of the day for you guys, the 2nd episode of the No Money Spent, will probably be a Triple Threat Online session. I'll go with my best squads, so it's going to be Ben Simmons, KD, and Kareem. And we're just going to try and get as many wins as we can and hopefully see that Galaxy Opal Gus Williams or the Pink Diamond, because if I can get a free Galaxy Opal, I'm not going to complain. Galaxy Opals are still very hard to come by this year. Obviously, it's a lot easier than they were last year, but still a free one you're never going to turn down. And then the James Worthy gameplay will be coming tomorrow because, yeah, I've got a lot of playing to do with the tournament, etc. going on at the moment. So we have got Pink Diamond Iggy, Chris Webber, and Galaxy Opal AI. So Brogdon being guarded by AI, Robert Covington guarding Iggy. Very, very nice matchups for them. And then, of course, Kareem against Chris Webber. Now, I haven't played Triple Threat Online in a little while. I'm not going to lie. You guys know that Myteam Unlimited has literally been all I've been playing lately. Kareem gets the first steal and Malcolm Brogdon. See, that is where he is going to be a little bit of a problem. He didn't even dunk that and he was wide open. So his tendencies must be pretty damn low. Because, yeah, I was holding it back on the stick to get that one. Let's try and get a steal right there. Went for the steal. That is a horrendous release. And Kareem, what have you done? Kareem, you are usually my guy. Wow, that's surprising. But we do, again, get our hand up. Not quite. And we get blown by right there. I need to stop going for the steals in Triple Threat Online. Everyone just seems to be that little bit slow. We'll wait for him to get out of the way. We'll call a quick ISO. And he does have a very nice crossover. He's got the snatch back as well. And he green lights his first three-pointer. It's literally the first shot I have ever taken with that card. And he goes ahead and green lights it. What a player. Fantastic. We've got men open absolutely everywhere. We'll have to give him that one with Chris Webber. And he is going to go ahead and knock that one down. But yeah, Malcolm Brogdon, first crossover looking really nice. Let's not get that stolen. Thank you very much. And his jump shot also looking really nice. So we'll see if we can source this guy a little bit more. He is playing off ball, so that means we can run straight around him. And Malcolm Brogdon can indeed dunk. That is good. That is good to know that he can actually put one down if he needs to. And he gets a steal right there. No, he doesn't. He gets the tip. And sadly, there's not going to be a steal. But we are going to get down here and we are going to be fine. And that is going to be a steal. No, it's not. Oh my God. How close can we be to all of these steals? This is crazy. We're going to get another one here. And it's actually cut back door. We get the block with Malcolm Brogdon. Okay. Robert Covington's meant to be the guy for shots. Brogdon again on the defensive end looking really nice out here. Clamping up this AI. Obviously, he's got the height advantage. Being 6'5" at the point guard position. Very, very nice indeed. And he is getting physical with AI out here. This is awesome work. And we've got Robert Covington over in the corner. Defensively, this card, you cannot really get much better. 90s pretty much everywhere. And Robert Covington is back. And Robert Covington gets a stop. And just about gets a rebound. Only just gets a rebound over AI, which is a little bit worrying. I see you in the corner. Robert Covington for his first shot. He's going to brick it. But Malcolm Brogdon, what a rebound. And we should... that's, isn't it? That's Chris Webber. Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to burn him. So let's not take that one. Let's pull this one back. We've only got 5 seconds to get a shot up right here. This guy's off-balling, which absolutely sucks. We're going to take this one as a layup, which wasn't the plan at all. And yeah, off-ball, it absolutely sucks. You hate to see it. So, off ball, that's fine. We're going to come down here, crossover with Malcolm Brogdon, right around AI like he isn't even there, and Brogdon is going to knock it down again. Fantastic. So, next play, we'll probably go ahead and try that with Robert Covington. He does, of course, have the ball control that he is able to speed boost and should be able to get some nice plays going. Again, we've gone for a steal. I need to stop because the game is just not rewarding me for being in the right place at the right time. So, I need to just train my brain to just let go of that square button. Right, Robert Covington, what's your crossover like? It's a little bit slow, not going to lie, but it has got him some space. AI is underneath the rim and 15% contested. You know what? I can't even be mad because that will happen with pretty much any card. That animation he gets trapped in, it absolutely sucks. We've got him here. We go round him. Robert Covington, he had the run to the rim, and what has he done there? I don't know. Robert Covington, come on, you need to get your act together here, buddy. Okay, he's going to come in here, so we're going to pass it to him, and then Malcolm Brogdon should be wide open going to the rim. He is. Malcolm Brogdon slams that one down again, so Brogdon doing the majority of the scoring in this one. Like I said, we will try and get Rocco involved a little bit later on, but defensively, I think, is where Robert Covington really comes into it. We've gone for a steal again. I need to just stop, but we do get it with Malcolm Brogdon. Put that one up and in. Wow. How long did he take to get that shot up? I don't know. I do know it took ages. And Robert Covington gets a steal. Is he going to be able to jam this one home? No, he's not. Wow, this is turning into a bad gameplay. Robert Covington and Malcolm Brogdon, neither of them being too sure on their dunks, but Kareem gets the block right there. Awesome stuff. Over to Brogdon, over to Robert Covington, flying in for the rebound. Rebound for the throwdown, and he finally gets his first bucket in this game, and he gets a steal, and he gets a jump shot to go. There we go, just like that. You don't get any scores, and then he gets 2 come through in a split second. Make that 3. Over to Malcolm Brogdon for 3. It's not for 3, it's for a mid-range, but Malcolm Brogdon's going to knock it down, and he actually gets this sharp-shooting takeover. You love to see it. Wow, Malcolm Brogdon gets a stop right there. Wow, these guys are doing really well. Robert Covington for 3. Green light from Rocco. 94 three-pointer with, of course, range extender. he's going to be hitting those pretty much every time. And that felt like a pretty nice release. Both of them seem to have very, very nice releases. Roko gets beaten there, but that's fine. And we are one possession away from getting the win in this one. Malcolm Brogdon does have his takeover, so it makes sense to go with him. No, it doesn't. We're going to go to Roko, and he's going to get the slam and end this game. Very nice indeed. So both of them felt pretty damn good in that game. Roko's driving, I think I can definitely feel that he only has 80 driving layup and 80 driving dunk. He's not very assertive going to the rim, that's for sure. But shooting-wise and defensively he feels really, really solid. Feels like if anyone comes up against him, he's going to be able to stop them in their tracks. So I'm very happy to have him in the squad for that reason. And Malcolm Brogdon, feeling pretty nice out there. Feels nice and quick. Got a nice jump shot. And let's have a look at what board we're on. So we've got 3 tokens twice, which is great. We must be on one of the highest boards right here. What is this? Oh, it's actually a 10-0 run. Okay, I had no idea. This is our 10-0 game. Imagine that. So we've got 5 ball drops here. We're on 237 tokens at the moment. Let's see how many we're on after all 5 of these balls are down. Wow, that is literally the worst luck I have ever had on a board. We genuinely only got 3 tokens and probably barely even 1,000 MT. 3 times it landed on that blue slot on the left, and then twice it landed in the middle there. So we got 3 tokens once, and then it just gave us a 250 MT. That absolutely sucks. But there we go. That's a gameplay with those 2 new guys. So I would definitely recommend them. Definitely go ahead and get these guys done. Malcolm Brogdon can easily be a starting point guard for many, many teams in the game at the moment. And Robert Covington as a defensive presence, and you can play him at the small forward or the power forward. He's 6'9", so he's got good height and versatility. But yeah, definitely impressed with him. Not quite on the levels of Cam Reddish or KPJ, but still very, very solid cards for free cards. Realistically, that's what you got to remember. They're free cards. You've got to play a couple of hours to get them, and then you are absolutely balling. So let's get into some questions from yesterday's video. So I'm going to do half now, and then of course half later on in the second video of the day. First up, we haven't even started yet. First up, Diego, is Boban worth it for 25k? I'm going to say no, and I imagine he's already cheaper than 25k at the moment. So Boban comes in, he's 20k. Look at that, under 25 already. And to be fair, he might even come down even more because driving is really poor. Obviously, he's got some shooting. Defensively is really nice, but 60 speed is an absolute killer. Absolute killer. So I wouldn't recommend him. I don't think he's good. You could buy better centers out there for like 20k. Next up, Basketball Goat. Who do you think is the best center? Bol Bol, Taco, or Kareem? I would say it's Kareem, then Bol Bol, then Taco. But of course, I haven't used Bol Bol or Taco, but I will hopefully be using them over the next couple of days, which will be very exciting. Next up, Hall of Fame Boss Dave. Is Bonga for 6,500 MT a good investment? I don't think so. I think that is too much to pay. I think he is a good investment, but not for that price. So let's have a look at what he's selling for at the moment. So yeah, I definitely picked mine up for 4k. And at the moment, the cheapest buy now is about 5,000 MT. So yeah, if you paid 6.5, that is a little bit of an L, my guy, I'm afraid. I think if you can pick him up for 4,000 MT, I think that's a really good price because he is such a good card. And I could easily see him going up to like the 6, 7, 8,000 MT mark because, yeah, he can definitely stop the big guys like Giannis and LeBron, which a lot of people need to get. Brendan says, I bought Bol Bol today for 400k. Is it good? That's not a bad price at all. I think he's probably going to hover at that price for quite some time. I don't think anything's going to bring him down for a while. He might go a little bit cheaper because their impacts for the next week, basically, next 6 days. So he might come down a little bit, but realistically, he's always going to be very, very expensive. Next up, Melissa, is Manute Bol good? Yeah, I mean, no. No, basically. He's got like, what is his speed? Manute Bol comes in with a speed of 50. That is absolutely brutal. He might not be good, but he'd be a lot of fun to use. His card would be a lot of fun. Is he worth 60k? No. The fact he's 7'7", I think that is what people are paying for because obviously height is very, very important in the game this year. Next up, Cleo. I've got D Wade for 80k with a diamond contract and 3-point shoes at a W or an L. That is a massive W. If you're able to sell that for like 120, 130k, make some big profit. And if not, he's a very, very good card to have. Anyway, James, I've got Kareem for 300k yesterday and flipped him for 450k today. The market crash was real. And so many cards came down in price big time. I know a couple of you guys picked up some Ben Simmons for like 350 to 400k. Now he's back up at 500k. So market crashes really are such a good time to go ahead and invest and make big, big profit. Next up, Jackson, when do you think the investments from the Campus Legends set will go up in price? I'd say give it 1 to 2 weeks and they should start to rise in price. Next up, my guy Hoskulda, the absolute MVP of the channel, realistically. Noti Gang on every, and basically first comment on every video as well. Can he do an You Pick, I Play? So I'll either get an episode out next week or tomorrow, but likely it'll be next week because now we are back at 0-0 in Unlimited. We are fine, we are happy to play. And the You Pick, I Play team at the moment only has the 3 players. It's got Alex Caruso, Giannis, and Moses Malone. So plenty of options for you guys to add in plenty more cards for me to use. Next up, Ruben, should I get Opal Taco or Opal Bol Bol? If price isn't a problem for you, go for Bol Bol. He is the better player out of the two, in my opinion. Next up, Mr. Clutch. Just got Fred Brown Pink Diamond on only my second triple threat online game of the day. It was on the board for only 3 wins, so he might be pretty easy to get. And I've heard a couple of other people say that. So now I'm down at 0-0. We're going to have to rise our way back up through the board. But hopefully we do go ahead and see one, if not both, of the cards along the way. That would be very, very nice. Next up, Dustin also asks, when is the best time to sell Thon Makers and Campus Edge investments? Thon Makers, you're probably just going to have to cash out now. He's been out of packs for quite some time, and if he hasn't come up in price just yet, I don't think he's going to. But yeah, Campus Legends, give them a couple of weeks. Next up, I Am Rome's. Why did you use so many weekly challenges? So the reason I've got through 112 weekly challenges this year was because of Evos. Back in the day, back when the game first came out, Evos were a fantastic way to make MT. You could come in, and obviously, like I was doing Evos on these cards down here, the Evos from the Spotlight challenges. Yeah, they were a great way to get Evos done because they were just pro difficulty all throughout. You were earning a little bit of MT, you were earning a few tokens. That's the only reason I did it, and obviously since Evos have pretty much dried out, I've not bothered to go into them anymore. Dustin comes in with another comment. Is Isaac Bonga better than Diamond Malcolm Brogdon? I don't know. Let's go ahead and have a look. So we put in Malcolm Brogdon right here, and we come across and find our guy Isaac Bonga. So 6'8 against 6'5. Driving-wise, Isaac Bonga has plus 10 on the driving dunk, but Malcolm Brogdon definitely has a shooting advantage. Malcolm Brogdon's got the passing. Isaac Bonga's got the interiority and the block, but do you really need that on a point guard? Not too sure. He's got the rebounding as well. Out of the two of them, I would probably go for Isaac Bonga. I think he is the more solid card, and they're both got the same Hall of Fame badges. Bonga comes in with 11 more gold badges as well, and of course, he is taller. So I would say out of the two of them, and of course, with Isaac Bonga, you only have to pay like 4,000 MT. With Malcolm Brogdon, you've got to play for a couple of hours. So I would definitely say go for Isaac Bonga out of the both of them. Next up, G Beazle. Pick up Bol Bol. I bought him for 400k and he's definitely worth it. Manute Bol is also so good. They can both post hook from the top of the key. Scal is very good as well with his Hall of Fame range, and it's a huge improvement on Isaac's lack of the badge. His rebounding is also an upgrade. So yeah, I definitely am considering picking up that Scalabrini for Isaac, Jonathan Isaac in the squad right here. I definitely will do that. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what his price comes down to. I think it will keep coming down. Next up, Nico. Which Galaxy Opal should I get for 250 to 300,000 MT? I would say pick up AK-47. I think he's fantastic. I don't think you can buy any of the Galaxy Opals I've got in my squad right here. KD, Ben Simmons, Magic, Kareem. They're all too expensive. But AK-47 is such a top tier Galaxy Opal. Definitely go for him, in my opinion. Next up, Rip Your Shirt Off says, I'm having a tough time deciding who's better, Ralph Sampson or Manute Bol. Definitely Ralph Sampson. Definitely Manute Bol, not Ralph Sampson. I don't really like that Ralph Sampson card, in my opinion. Next up, Nico with another comment. Should I lock in for Zach LaVine Pink Diamond or save up for the token reward Galaxy Opal? Definitely do lock in the Pink Diamond one. Don't do that. It's such a waste of MT at this point in the game. Don't lock him in. Save up tokens if you can. And if not, go ahead and pick up someone like Isaac Bonga off the auction house who can play that point guard and will be very, very comparable realistically. Next up, Boss Dave again with another comment. Is investing 5k in 20 Bongas a good choice? That's a much better choice than 6.5k, my guy. Much better. Next up, JAMX. Next up, Jax Carey. Get Alex Caruso as an investment. He is dirt cheap right now. So I definitely did consider it last night. He was at 150k, and I did think, surely he can't be much cheaper than that. But he still is hovering around 150k, which is mad. So I might pick one up for 150k because it is a Galaxy Opal with 90s pretty much everywhere, apart from rebounding, with 39 Hall of Fame badges. So if I can pick one up for 150k, I probably will, just for the culture and for the fact that he probably should go up to 200k because he is a sizable point guard. He's 200. He's 6'5", so he can definitely hang with the big point guards. Next up, Ty Bloom. Do you think endgame is upon us with these packs, or do you think they're going to be way more OP cards later on? I think we're probably in endgame realistically. I mean, they can start. They will start dropping cards with like 50 Hall of Fame badges, but realistically, are you going to notice an extra 10 Hall of Fame badges over cards that have 40 Hall of Fame badges? Probably not. And there's only so many badges in the game that are actually important, and a lot of these cards have the majority of those important badges. Next up, CJ. Who is the must-buy Opal in your opinion, or even the best value Opal? I think the best value Opal is AK-47. I'm going to keep singing his praises. 250k-ish, and he is so good. Next up, Goatbrook. When do you think Danny Manning, Dante, and Eric will go up in price? A couple of weeks. They only came out of packs a couple of days ago, so a couple of weeks, and they should be all good. Next up, we've got Lamar. I invested on a handful of Diamond Paul Pierces. When would be the best time to sell? Diamond Paul Pierce, I would say just sell him now, to be fair. He's been out of the locker code for a while. If it is the one from the buzzer beater set, he's been out of that locker code for a while. So definitely just go ahead, sell him now and cash in. Next up, Altzy says, I bought Bol for 400k with a contract and a shoes at a W, or did I overpay? I don't think you overpaid. I think he's probably going to settle at around 400k just because of who he is, his name and his stats. And you look at someone like Kareem, he is still at that 400k mark pretty much. And of course, he is arguably better, or they're very, very similar at the worst. Next up, Liam, who do you think is the best scoring opal in the game? I am going to have to say Galaxy Opal K. Oh no, Ben Simmons is an absolute god. I'm gonna have to say Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is just unbelievable, and obviously at the point guard position, usually coming up against mismatches, and it is just absolutely deadly. The Hall of Fame range extender, which people just don't expect Ben Simmons to have. I think he's got to be the easiest player to score with in this game. Next up, Aiden, what's good, JD? Should I replace Pink Diamond Paul George with Opal Larry? I would say so. Opal Larry is a very, very good card and much better than Paul George. And Paul George does still sell for a lot of MT. And of course, he will get a Galaxy Opal at some point. So I don't think there's much point in having a lot of MT in him. Next up, Adam. My team is Opal Harden, Kevin Porter Jr., Ingram, Siakam, and Opal Kareem. And my bench is Pink Diamond Lin, Kobe, Reddish, Spotlight Giannis, and Boban. 100. Wow, words. I have 150k. How should I improve my squad? I think you've definitely got to get Boban out of the squad. Pick yourself up Diamond Bam Adebayo for that backup centre position, and you should be good. That is a very, very good squad. Next up, Big Baller Brad. Should I sell my Pink Diamond point guard LeBron? I don't know what to do because of the rate they're releasing content. They might release a better LeBron. I mean, they're definitely going to release a better Bron. Whether or not it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, who knows? Bron is very cheap at the moment. If he goes back up to 300k next week, I'll probably say cash in at 300k. I think that's a nice price to get for him. And next up, Patrick bought Galaxy Opal AK-47 for 175k with a diamond contract and shoe during the market crash. That is massive. Should I sell him? And what should I get for him? So that is such a good price. That's such a W. He is up at like 250k with a shoe and a contract. I would say keep hold of him if you don't need the MT, but if you do need the MT, go ahead, get him sold in the next couple of days, early next week, and you should be able to get 250k for him. So that's going to be it for the first episode of the day, guys. I'll save the rest of the comments for the third video. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.